Hello and welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen. Joining me this week is Diaz, and she's here. We're going to talk about the big event here in a few minutes. But before we get to that, Yoli, you work with CARE.
Yes, I do.
And CARE is it's a nonprofit organization.
Yes, it is.
Here in Las Cruces that helps people with cancer. Well, maybe I should let you tell us what CARE is all about.
Okay. Well, CARE, we started this because we saw that there was a need that was not met. And so we got to know that because we worked with cancer survivors and cancer patients. And we saw that they needed help. And so what we did, we started this organization, CARE, back in, we actually got incorporated February 6, 2013. We looked for a fiscal sponsor so that we can start right away. So we have a fiscal sponsor, Community Action Agency of Southern New Mexico. So we got the program set, we started fundraising to be able to put the funds in the bank for when we were going to start helping the people. Mm-hmm. So that's basically how we get most of our funds, is through events. And so what we do with the program, there's a policy, an application process, and what we do is actually a unique program, and that is helping with non-medical needs. And that is an area that's really, really difficult to find, and it's probably because finding the funding is difficult to find. Otherwise, if there was funding, don't you think they'd be everywhere in our communities? So what we do with this program is we help people that have recently been diagnosed with cancer and are in active treatment, which means they're either going through chemotherapy, radiation, it could be a surgery, it could be a transplant. Mm-hmm. So we help with non-medical needs. For example, gas cards to get to treatment, to make sure they get to treatment. We even had helped a gentleman that he credited CARE for saving his life. We didn't save his life. The doctor saved his life, but we got him to treatment. So that's how he saw it. So that was just a really nice thing to hear, that's what it meant to them. We also help with food and nutritional supplements. It could be utilities. It could be rent or a mortgage payment. It could be airfare. It could be lodging. And these are basic living needs because no one has to be worrying about those things while they're going through treatment. And this is why we do it. This is why we started it.
Now, many times people have to seek treatment elsewhere.
Yes,
they may have to drive to Albuquerque, like a friend of mine had to do for cancer treatments.
Right.
They may have to fly to the Mayo Clinic,
right,
in Phoenix or wherever.
MD Anderson.
Yes.
Yeah, those are very common places where people travel.
And those can be expensive trips.
Right. And let me point out too, children. You know, children, there's an extra hardship there with children because there's not a children's hospital here. There's a children's hospital, the closest is El Paso or Albuquerque, but many times if a child is needing to also get a transplant, it's not even going to happen in New Mexico. You have to travel. And so what ends up happening there is there's a separation of family usually, because if two parents were working, then pretty much automatically one parent is no longer working, the other one is really trying to sustain the household, and if they need to travel, then it becomes basically two households. Right. So there's really, really additional hardship there, and I don't think we think of those things unless we're in it. No. And so it's really, really important that when a child is diagnosed that we get to know about it so that we can provide that assistance.
And some cancer treatments can take a long time. They can stretch on and on. People may relapse. Does it matter how long they're in your program? Can they be in as long as they need to be?
Well, let me put it to you this way. So if you downloaded the application, which you can find at carelascruces.org, there's a tab there that says Patient Aid Application. So if you download the application, you're going to find all the information about the program. So our application goes from January through December. So for example, if somebody came to us in August and they're just starting treatment, then what's going to happen is we will help them from August through December, and come January, they come back and apply. Reapply because their treatment's not done. Many treatments are pretty much about a year, could go a little bit longer, but on average we know they're going to be in treatment a year, so that's why it could affect 2 separate years.
Sure.
It could be someone that has a surgery and then they may not need that much treatment.
Now there's other cancer organizations. Yours is different because it provides non-medical care. Is that what makes it different?
That's what makes it different. It's non-medical care, and it's really difficult to find this type of assistance. And it's like I mentioned, it's because finding the funding may be difficult. That's why we like to have events and fun events to be able to raise funds.
And now, if somebody needs assistance, How long does it take them once they fill out the application, they've had their initial interview? Can they jump right on board and start getting that help?
Yes, it's pretty immediate at that point. As long as we have the application in place, we are ready. If they come in and they got everything that we are asking from the application, we are ready to start helping them there.
Now, you just mentioned the big event.
Yes.
That's coming up. Is that one of your fundraisers? Or is that
Well, that
the
is
fundraiser?
now that is the signature fundraiser.
Now, that's going to be September 22nd through the 24th.
Correct.
Now, before that, I want to get to something that's coming up you're doing before that.
Yes.
On September 15th, which is the POW MIA Day.
Right.
What's your involvement with that?
Well, you know, something special happened to us last year where, you know, we had gotten congressional recognition and a flag that flew over the U.S. Capitol. So it made me feel like we need to do something special for this. And so most people do not even know that there's a National POWMIA Recognition Day. This gives us the opportunity to let people know about it and, of course, invite veterans and honor veterans. And so we may have a few ex-POWs at the event, we'll have veterans at the event, we'll have guests at the events, and the public can come too. And it was also advertised in the newspaper. And so that is a special event where we all get to honor our veterans, we get to be very patriotic, and we get to understand what this means. It's a very special ceremony that we're going to do, and we like to involve the high school cadets, and it's very special because then we get to see the youth in a very, very positive event. And it's an event also where they get to learn about it, and it's something that they can put in their memory books.
So you'll have the ROTC groups from the various high schools here
Yes.
participating. And where will this take place?
It'll be at Plaza de las Cruces, so we will start seating at 5 o'clock and the event will begin at 5:30.
5:30 in the
So it's a
evening.
week from today.
And then what happens after the ceremony? Will there be other events going on
Well, it's
to
going
back it up? Or?
Well, we're going to have a dinner there at the event, so
Oh.
that's something special. And then you have to go to find out the rest.
Okay. That's one way to find out is by actually going, folks.
Yeah.
So now that gets us to the big event.
Okay.
And that's coming up September 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And that will be downtown too, right?
That will be downtown too. So at downtown, we're going to be using Plaza de las Cruces. We're going to be using Main Street, Grigg Street. We'll use parking lot 1 to put a carnival, and then on Sunday we'll use parking lot 3 to have a bike run and a car show.
You know, it kind of reminds me of the whole enchilada fiesta.
It kind of does, and actually what happened was when the whole enchilada decided to retire the event, that slot was open, and we said, you know what? That's a perfect time to come in and do an event that's similar. We are a separate nonprofit. The whole enchilada was a different nonprofit.
Yes.
And so with our event, what makes the big event different is that at the end of the day, after we have all this fun and so much going on, it is a cancer fundraiser.
Yes.
And these funds are going to go right back into our community, helping the people of our community. So it's just a very spectacular event that so much is happening. You know, we're concentrating on people, food, culture, fun, Southwest, outdoor entertainment,
Right.
art, kids zone, quality of life, economic impact, tourism.
Right.
So there's so much happening with the event, and what makes it so positive, again, at the end of the day, it's a cancer fundraiser. So I want to kind of elaborate on that because you may be wondering, well, how do you make it a cancer fundraiser? Well, this gives it the opportunity for sponsors to come on board and really highlight that they support their local community. This gives people the ability to come and volunteer for a spectacular event because in the end, we're going to give it right back to the community. It's just a win for everyone, our whole community, our whole county. And we invite everyone to come on board. So we want Doña Ana County to come here. We want people to travel and come here. We really want to create that spectacular event that's very unique.
So you'll be charging admission to get in, right?
So what we're going to do, we want to be able to have a little bit of everything. So on Friday night, and starting at 5, and on Saturday, starting at 4, we will be selling tickets for people to come in. And so the ticket, which is a donation ticket of $10. So if anybody's going to be in what we're calling the We Care area, anyone, no matter what age, is going to pay the $10 to get into that area. What's going to happen in that area too is people, if they want to buy a beer, they get to buy a beer. They don't have to drink by all means, but they're going to be closer to the stage, they're going to be closer to the dance floor. But of course, if you're outside of the We Care area, there's not a donation asked, and anybody can dance anywhere. So you don't have to have the dance floor to dance, but we've got some spectacular entertainment happening. So, you know, we really want to get the folks to understand, at the end of the day, it's a cancer fundraiser. And, you know, as we talk to our community and we pass out our posters and we tell people that, they understand. They understand that we're raising funds to put right back to help the people. And these are people who are going through cancer treatment. And so it's just a very special organization, and I'm not just saying because we've been doing it. It is very unique and very special.
So that's coming up next weekend, really. Weekend after next. Couple of weeks from now.
Couple of weeks
so
from now.
There's going to be entertainment. There'll be a parade.
There'll be a parade, yes. So we're going to have a parade. There's going to be competitions. For example, the Roberto's Enchilada Cook-Off Contest. And so what that does, it gives us the opportunity to really be able to honor an icon in our community, Roberto Estrada.
So he's back getting into the swing of things with...
Right. So we're honoring him. So he's kind of like, he doesn't have to do a lot of work. We just are honoring him because, you know, you have to give him a lot of credit. He did the whole enchilada for 34 years. And I'm going to tell you before that, you know, the job that I had way back in the day, he's always been supporting our community. Anytime we've gone to him for anything, any other fundraising opportunities that I've had, if you needed something and you went to Roberto, he was there to help. And that's a very strong person in the community. So by all means, it's a great opportunity to be able to highlight him. And of course, everyone that worked with the whole enchilada, they did a spectacular job. And we're not the whole enchilada, but you know, we have an event that's a multi-day event, and it gets to highlight our community too. We want to keep Las Cruces on the map.
And you said there's an enchilada tasting contest?
A lumbre chili eating contest. So that is like XXX hot chili. Do you like to eat hot chili?
I do like hot chili.
Do you want to enter?
Well,
this is XXX.
How does it work?
You're probably going to turn your face red.
You have to eat raw chilies?
Raw chilies.
Okay, and whoever eats the most?
Only for 5 minutes, whoever eats the most. You got to eat the whole chili. You can't take seeds out. You got to be right up to the stem.
What kind of chilies are these?
XXX, and they're being donated actually from the Lytle farm out of Hatch. So, and if you want to get a little history there, Jim Lytle, that's who they named the Big Jim from. They also were instrumental in coming up with the lumbre.
So these aren't just jalapenos.
Oh no.
These aren't habaneros.
No.
These are these long like this?
Well, they're not that long, but they don't have to be. But they're very, very, very hot.
Hot things come in small packages when it comes to these chilies. So,
and let me tell you, last year when we had this event, the community really liked it. They were spot on at the event, and there was a woman in that competition. The woman won.
Now, if somebody wants to go through all that agony to do this, what does the winner get?
Well, there's prizes, and so the first prize is $300. Okay. But you know what? More important than the money? Bragging rights.
Oh, okay.
Bragging rights that you are the winner of the lumbre chili eating contest, and you get to say, I can handle the heat.
And you can take the $300 and buy all the milk of magnesia you can buy.
Yeah, and you get a trophy too, so that gets to be lasting.
Okay.
And so yeah, the second winner will get $200, and then the third winner will get $100.
And how much does it cost to enter that competition?
Just $10.
$10, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
But that lets us know you're serious.
Oh,
that you're going to show up.
Okay. Now, besides that, you have...
we have a bike run, and we have a car show, and so this is going to be really neat because that's the first time. So with the parade, which is going to happen on Saturday, I do want to talk about that because the way that's going to be is actually 3 different activities. So we're going to start staging at the district court, and so it'll kick off with the Race for Care, a 5K. So as everyone's staging, the run will go out, and then after that's done, the entries will go out because the entries will go out at 11, and then after that, the Jubilee of Life walk, those that are walking. So everyone has the opportunity to come into that parade any way that they want. And so, you know, with that said, it's going to be really neat to be able to have that, be able to get that camaraderie from the community. It's just going to be really neat. And so, yeah.
Now, one of the other events is a shootout. An Old West shootout?
Well, we've got some Wild West skits. Yes,
Uh-huh.
the New Mexico Gunfighters Association are going to be in town.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there'll be that going on out
Yeah.
the plaza too, right?
Yes, at the plaza and the parade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, to put together a big thing like this, sponsors. You
It
mentioned
takes
some
sponsors.
sponsors.
Yes.
How many sponsors do you have right now?
Well,
Besides the
major
Las Cruces
sponsors.
channel, of
Yeah,
course.
the Las Cruces channel. Now, we have some major sponsors. So, let me tell you, like Hotel Encanto, we're really, really happy with Hotel Encanto. They're actually the choice hotel that came on board. And so they are offering a really special rate, $89. They are also bringing in, they're housing our guests that are coming in from out of town. So we're really grateful to them, but we really need people to know, if you want to travel, there's a special rate, $89. It's real easy to find us. Go into our website, click on the Hotel Encanto de las Cruces, the choice hotel for the big event, and just scroll a little bit, click on that picture, and you'll go right into reserving your room.
And here are some of the other sponsors you've got
Yes.
working.
We have
Bravo
Bravo
Communications.
Channel 9,
9.
really good. You're going to get to see a commercial from there.
Okay.
And then, of course, Walmart and Sam's. That's really great that we've got this strong sponsorship coming in. We also have, some of our major sponsors are also grant funders. So this year we were able to get the 27th Grant Wellness Fund through the Community Foundation. We really want to recognize them that they've given us that grant, and this is a great opportunity to do that.
Excellent.
City of Las Cruces, the City of Las Cruces is helping us have that event there. We're very grateful to the
Right.
City of
City
Las
property.
Cruces. City property.
City police, city security.
Yeah,
You can't
that's
do it
what
without
it
the
is.
city, can you?
That's right. And Premier Distributing. Premier Distributing is the company that brings you the Budweiser.
The beer.
The beer, yes. Las Cruces Youth Baseball Association, it's really neat because they have supported us throughout the years. They're coming in with the sponsor, and we really like the partnership that we have there. So stay tuned. You might see some more things happening. Complete Reprographics, Eric Garcia, he has supported everything we have done for years. We really want to shout out for Eric because without him, there's a lot of cost involved in what he does for us.
Sure. Okay.
So,
Now, also, besides the sponsors,
yes.
you can't put an event on like this without coordinators and volunteers and helpers of
Volunteers,
all
yeah.
kinds. So you rely on a lot of volunteers, don't
A
you?
lot of volunteers, our committee, and you're talking about if you really put it together, you've got spreadsheets with all these things going on. So by all means, we couldn't do it without our volunteers. There's absolutely no way. Any event that has a lot going on, you've got a lot of people that, they understand your mission. They understand what the purpose is, and they support it. This is why they're there. We have schools calling us. We have organizations calling us saying, I want to volunteer. So with that said, we also have a meeting on Monday at the Spring Hill Suites at 5:30. If anyone's interested in volunteering, they can attend that meeting.
This coming Monday.
5:30.
Now, also, we'd like to mention the honorary cancer survivor.
Yes, so this year our honorary cancer survivor is Jamie Fiscum. And she was very young when she was diagnosed with lymphoma. And she was doing everything right in life, right? She was going to college, and then cancer came into her life. And she's also the person, when we put it out in the community to name our event, it's her winning entry too. She was a cancer survivor, and she's the one that brought it in to name it the big event, A Community That Cares. So if you go into our website, you'll see the picture where Roberto also donated $500 to whoever that winner was going to be. So you'll see us in the website there
Right.
too.
So will she be there?
Yes, we hope she will be able to make it. We're hoping she'll be in the parade too.
Oh, good. I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a break right now.
Okay.
And we'll come back after these words. And we'll talk later about some entertainment we have coming up. Right after these words. When we come back, I'll mention
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
Friend, do you remember when it felt good to withdraw your cash from the bank to expand a business, go on vacation, or buy a new car? Well, today, withdrawing your own cash has become a very risky business. According to the secret war, banks are now required to spy on us for the government and then report any suspicious or unusual behavior. I suggest you get the secret war free. Call the number on your screen or visit online.
This is a national healthcare alert from the Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You could qualify for a pain-relieving knee brace at little or no cost to you. Get free delivery, and all the paperwork is handled by our accredited suppliers at no charge to you. We also have other pain-relieving braces available for shoulder, ankle, and your back. Call the number on your screen right now to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
We're back. This is Double Talk right here on the Las Cruces channel, Comcast Channel 98. I'm talking with Yoli Diaz all about the big event and CARE. CARE sponsoring the big event coming up September 22nd, 23rd, and 24th in downtown Las Cruces. Now, the one thing we haven't talked about yet with the big event is your entertainment you've got.
The entertainment, yeah.
The entertainers, the bands, the music. Who can you tell us about?
Okay, well, first of all, I want to tell you what's so great about this. We have 8 local bands, and we have the Las Cruces International Mariachi Conference that are all donating their time to this. We have Johnny and Isabel. We have the HD2 Hip Hop Studio that's going to come in. So it's really exciting because it gives them the opportunity to give to their community and us the opportunity to showcase them. So let me let you know, here's our poster, right? And so, it may feel really, really busy, but we have a lot to say. So on Friday, when you come in, you'll get to hear Johnny and Isabel. Everybody knows them because you'll see them at the Plaza or at Mesilla Plaza, and so they have been playing for 45 years.
Yes.
You're going to get to see them. Then you're going to get to see the dance group, the HD2 Studio group, the dance group, and then you're going to see Unleashed, and then Eli James Band, and Fat Soul. So there's going to be a lot of dancing happening. Then on Saturday, we'll start it off with the New Mexico Gunfighters Association, then the International Mariachi Conference, and so we've got 2 hours of them playing. And then it's going to move on from there to Carlos Saucedo, then Natasha, and then Tobias Rene. So Tobias Rene, I do want to say a little bit more. Governor Richardson had given him an accolade. He proclaimed him the king of New Mexico music. That's Saturday night. All 3 of them Saturday night. And then as we move on to Sunday, again, you'll get to see the New Mexico Gunfighters Association, and then you'll get to see Caliente, the Las Cruces Gents, and then Anthony and the Night Lighters. So you got to come see it. We've got all these bands, 3 days, magnificent bands. They're going to be up there on that stage, and everybody getting the opportunity to dance, have fun for a spectacular event that, again, at the end of the day, is a cancer fundraiser.
Right. So come on down. Anthony and the Nightlighters, they've been around for a long time.
Some of these have been around for a long time. People know them. They have their following. People are going to be there.
All right. I can't wait for that myself. So, if you come on down to the event, if you see me, come on up and say hello. I love to talk to people. Now, coming up this weekend, we have a big pet expo going on out at the convention center. And that's going on Saturday. Bring your pets. Well-behaved pets on leashes are welcome. There'll be all kinds of things there for the pets, pet products and pet ideas for your pets, things like that. That's from 10 to 5 at the Las Cruces Convention Center. Now, the chili crop is in.
The chili crop.
The chili crop. Have you got your chili yet?
We're getting it. I'm going to leave my husband do that because I'm kind of busy right now.
All right, leave it up to him. But the crop is in. I haven't gone up to Hatch yet to get mine.
Yeah.
I always run up there at least twice. And now also we have the Las Cruces Memorial Stair Climb.
Yes.
That's happening Sunday morning at 7 a.m.
And we'll be there.
You're going to be there with Karen?
We have a table there. Yeah, we have a booth there.
And people can climb 9 flights of stairs up to 10 times, up and down 10 times. And that's to honor the firefighters who had to run up and down that many flights of stairs in
September
9/11 on
9/11.
September. And it's a $25 minimum donation to do that. You don't have to run the whole 10 times if you don't want to. But you give it a shot. It should be a whole lot of fun. And also this weekend is the Crossroads City Derby. That's a roller derby.
Yeah.
And those women are hot. They mean business. And that's going on this
Some
Saturday.
pretty strong women, huh?
They are. They are. It's over at the Mearshide Center on 1600 West Hadley. It's $8. It starts at 8 o'clock. It's $7 in advance, $10 at the gate. And they are playing it's the City All-Star Sucias taking on the Kraken from Southern California. So you don't want to miss that big event. And we have movies in the park. Movies in the park this weekend is the BFG. That's at Young Park, free of charge. Come on down. As soon as the sun goes down, they start the movie. And that's the BFG. Also, this Saturday at the Rio Grande Theater, they're starting their classic movie series. And they're hitting it off with Meet Me in St. Louis, starring Judy Garland and a host of other stars. That's at the Rio Grande Theater, 7 o'clock, Saturday night. And also on the way out, just want to mention a few people who passed away this past week. An old comic that I was a big fan of way back in the 60s, Shelley Berman, died. And he went on, he transitioned from being a comic into an actor. I remember him being a cantankerous judge on Boston Legal recently. And so Shelley Berman had one of the top-selling comedy albums of the 60s. Also, Richard Anderson, who's an actor you probably recognize. He was in hundreds and hundreds of TV shows and movies. The $6 Million Man.
Wow.
He was the man who said, "We can rebuild him." So, Richard Anderson, rest in peace. And with that, we have to say goodbye.
Okay.
So, Yoli, thank you very much.
Okay, good. A
for all
real
the information.
recap. If anybody wants any information, go to the website, carelascruces.org.
carelascruces.org. Okay. And that's it for Double Talk. We'll see you folks downtown September 2nd, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And the week before that, on the POWMIA Day, September 15th. And that's also down at the Plaza, downtown Las Cruces. And with that, are we done stretching?
Yeah, and I think let's do it a focus too that at the big event we're going to have some activities for the kids.
For the kids,
We're,
yes.
we're also going to have the carnival. Don't forget the carnival's at Parking Lot 1.
Absolutely. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you down there at the big event, downtown Las Cruces. Thanks for joining us. See you over the top.